Hello, this is Rupa Grumman, and I'm the incoming VP of Philanthropy, and I am going to teach you all how to add a philanthropy event to the volunteer calendar that syncs with the NCL app. What you'll do is you'll start off at the nationalcharityleague.org website, and you'll log in. So once you're logged in, you'll go to Calendar and scroll down to Philanthropy Events. Click on that. When you look at the calendar, it takes you to the active month, and you'll notice that the month of June of 2026, you'll see all of the activities that are available and everyone who is enrolled. So, lots of cool things to do. I am going to go next over to Manage, and then I'm going to add an event. If you look a little bit lower, you'll see Recurring. That is how you add a recurring event, which is super useful if you have volunteer activities that happen on a very routine basis, say once a week or once a month. For this particular exercise, I'm just going to add a single event. I start in the registration field. My philanthropy is called Vitality Living. So you'll see I've got some populated information in here. There we go. So we're going to do just memory care unit. I will then put any information that's pertinent to the activity in the event description. I've already typed this up, and I'm just pasting it in from a previous similar event. So any information that you want your volunteers to know so that they can come in prepared and ready to volunteer, you put that there. If you have any special documents that need to be attached, say a waiver or anything like that, you can upload it right here. For my particular event, I only have 6 volunteers at one go, so that's my max reservation. If you have a minimum number of registrants that are required to allow our group to go, you can put that in the minimum reservation. I have enabled the wait list. And this is a nice feature because if someone has to cancel a week or longer before the event, people on the wait list will automatically get bumped up. And as you see here, they will get notified that they've been bumped up via email. Next, we set the location. You've got to set the location. If your particular philanthropy has a location that has not been added yet, say Gigi's Playhouse, since that's new, or you have a place that is not already loaded in for some reason, let us know and we can help you add that in. Then we must always allow self-check-in. That way, when the volunteers show up at their assigned location on their app, they can say that they've checked in. Next, we'll put the date of the particular activity. So this next activity I'm doing is actually November 15th. And it's going to start at 2 p.m. Slide this cursor over. And it's going to end, November 15th at 4 p.m. It is a 2-hour activity. And then We are not supposed to have this available for sign up until after June 5th due to the summer siesta. I asked my Alexa how many days between June 5th and November 15th, and that is 163 days prior. Excuse me. If you need to close your registration a certain time interval before the activity, you can put the days before that you want to close the activity. Then you put the primary coordinator, in this case it's me. This is my philanthropy. If there's a second coordinator, some of the volunteer locations have multiple liaisons, say the store, so that would be Layla Cochran and Kelly Montgomery. You can put the second person's name there. If you don't have a second coordinator and you want a backup person, feel free to put me, because I am the VP of Philanthropy. So there's secondary coordinator if needed. So then for the color, I'm going to put black. That is the philanthropy assigned color. Now, here's another important piece. It says enable hours. Absolutely, yes. If you do not enable the hours, the liaison is going to have to go in and manually enter the hours credited to each of the volunteers. So please, oh my gosh, always remember to click enable hours, yes. And we are going to put this as a philanthropy type of hour. This is used for tracking purposes for awards at the end of the year. And then we're going to link it to your organization. The reason we link the philanthropy hours to your particular organization is because there are some particular awards that are given to volunteers in case they do a certain number of hours at one particular philanthropy. So always put your philanthropy name. And then I'm going to leave everything else blank here. Advanced requirements will leave blank as well. So then here I'm going to hit save. All right, so let's make sure that this came through as I wanted it to. It punted me over to a list of all the upcoming philanthropy events. So I'm going to reload Vitality Living and filter that. Okay. So if you look at the bottom of the screen here, this is the one that I just added. Sunday, November 15th from 2 to 4 p.m. I've got 6 slots. None of the slots have been taken yet, and none of the slots will be available to take until June 5th at the end of summer siesta. All right, so that's how you do it. And I'm going to hit stop on the screen recording.